Welcome, Kletus Roadside Service. We're rolling, guys. We're having a great day. This is a Monday. We're blinking. Here we go. The windows up. We're headed over to get a load of fuel. Now I don't know. I'm guessing diesel. Diesel and oil. There's a bunch of old diesel and oil from a tank they need to get taken out. So I'm driving the tank and truck. I'm going to be doing 2 trips today. And we have our leader back. My boss. He is back from North Minnesota, North Dakota, whatever the fuck he's doing. Oi, mate. Whatever the fuck they say up there. He's back. He smells like poutine. And he has a little bit of an accent, don't you know? Weirdo. That's what I called him earlier. I said, you're weird. Well, you could have just gone. Damn car. You're in a hurry? What the hell? Anyways, we're headed over here to this place. I better pull up the map. I'll get fucked up, dude. I'll get so fucked. All right. Pretty sure I know this one is over off of that one road over there. Can't remember the name of the road, but I know where it is. It's all that matters. Man, we had a good weekend. We had a wonderful weekend. Friday, I was off work kind of early-ish. Oh, and Friday was the day. Did I can't remember the days now. But the last thing I said, I was dropping off a container, and that was that was Thursday was my last episode. Thursday. As soon as I got off talking with you guys, I rolled up to my job site where I needed to be. And I said, "Oh, I kind of got to pee a little bit. I better find a restroom real quick." And I kind of had to go to the number 2 a little bit too, but I decided, hey, we're going to hold off on that right now because that fucking stinky bullshit porta potty does not sound like the place I want to go. I will pee on it, but I will not poop in there. So I did what anybody else would do. I went pee and I said, I'm going to save my poop for the shop because I wasn't that far away. And all I had to do was drop the container. Now, this is the channel of honesty. No matter how dumb or stupid I sound or look, I'm honest with you guys, okay? A little bit too honest. Some could say, which would be me. I think I'm too honest on here. I pee and I go back, and then I get back in the truck because I drove over to the porta potty because this is really far away. Drove over to the porta potty, peed, got back in the truck, drove over, found an empty spot, started the offloading process, and I said, oh, fuck. This poop ain't going to wait. This poop is not going to wait for me to get back to the shop. It's coming. Where is it going to come? Wherever I'm at. And it came about halfway to the porta potty from where I was offloading. That's where it came. I had my hand tucked up into my asshole, trying to cork it off. I mean, it worked. It could have been worse, is what I'm saying. It could have been worse. And I didn't have my hand like on my bare skin. It was on outside the jeans, holding my asshole, trying to make sure I didn't poop myself. But I make it to the porta potty and I hurry up and I drop the pants and I let her flow. Everything's going really wonderful. And then no toilet paper. Yeah. Shitty porta potty plus no paper towels, plus shit in my pants. Plus it's late as fuck. And I'm like ready to go the fuck. I'm like, this is bullshit. So, yeah, shit my pants on Thursday night right after I got off the episode. So there you go. That things happen sometimes. It's just the way she goes, bud. And made it back to the shop and got cleaned up as much as I could and drove home with no underwear on in clean pants because we have clean pants at the shop. And then went home and got cleaned up and then hung out. I didn't really hang out much. I just got cleaned up and then kind of. I think I did play my game. And then let's fast forward to Friday. Friday, I get up, go to work. I'm working with a guy. I don't even know this guy's name. And he's supposed to go with me out to St. Joe. There's a tank of old alkaline or some, I don't fucking know, alkaline that got some fungus in it. I don't even know what the fuck alkaline really is. I had an SDS, but I don't. The guys that were there working with it didn't have any gloves on, so I figured it can't be that bad. And it wasn't. I'm not trying to say it was. It was actually just like 3% alkaline and water in a tank that they use for whatever the fuck they do. And yeah, we sucked out the tank, and I had this guy with me. He's an all right guy. He was an all right guy. He was just he. We get there, and I'm like, "Hey, do you have your harness?" He's like, "Yeah, I just grabbed a harness off the shelf over there." I was like, "Did you check the size?" It's like, "Oh, am I supposed to check the size?" I'm like, "Yes, you're supposed to check the size of the harness." I look at it. It's my old harness. We switched to a new style harness or whatever. And I'm like, "That's my old fucking harness. You're not gonna fit in that." I was fatter then than I am now. He's like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "Yeah." So, but he's the one. He couldn't run the truck, so he's the one that had to go up there. The guys were like, "Whatever, you're not gonna fall. It's in a man basket, so it's like you're not gonna fall unless you decide to jump. You're not gonna fall. You'll be all right." So he got up there and shoved the hose in and everything. And I was like, "Dude, how was the water level?" He's like, I don't know." I'm like, "Look in there and tell me." And he just, I don't know. He's kind of like a baby bird learning how to fly. And I'm like, "Dude, all you got to do is look in there and you got to pick up the hose, drop the hose. You figure out, don't let the hose suck to the bottom, I don't know. Anyways, but we got everything sucked out. Everything went really well. I talked to the old man there that was running the plant about old Chevy 350s. I'm seeking knowledge from everybody. I'm like, "You look like you've worked on a carburetor before. Help me." So I still haven't even touched the truck though. Even though I had a nice long weekend, I could have. I didn't because I am lazy. And I knew nothing was going to go right with it. And my neighbor that said he was going to help, he's been out of town, so makes no sense for me to go over there and fuck with it. I'm just gonna get mad. But a lot of things made me mad this weekend. Anyway, well, let me get on with the Friday deal. So we get that sucked up, and then we leave. And yeah, I got into a sticky situation. The guy was like, "Don't pull in here. You're not gonna be able to back out." And I was already in there, and he's like, "Oh fuck, you're not gonna be able to back out." I'm like, you don't know who the fuck you're talking to. I'm an extreme backer, Cletus Ray. I could back through anything. I did run over a little, like a corner of a pallet, an empty, shitty pallet next to a trash can. I did hit a little bit of a pallet, but that was in my swing as I was trying to make it around the corner, so I wasn't going to hit the $100,000 pieces of equipment and stuff. But anyways, yeah, we got it sucked up. We got loaded. We got the fuck out of there. We went back to the shop. We hung out at the shop for a little bit, and then we had to suck up a tote from the shop. It was a tote of just like wastewater, but we were going to the wastewater disposal facility anyway, so I was like, cool, just suck it up, add it to the load, and then take it over there. Dumped it off, had a great time, went back to the shop, and then we had to play truck roulette, whatever. I don't know how to say it. Truck roulette. Yeah, I'm taking that lane, you slow bitch. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Every time Class A guy takes a tanker or like a truck and trailer out of the shop, wherever that truck and trailer was will be filled up with shit that does not belong there. So, like, I get back to the shop and I kind of need to park it inside, and if it's gonna get cold, the valves and shit. I mean, you can park it outside, but there's really not room outside either. There's room inside, but I had to rearrange the entire lower building, like 6 different trucks. I had to move around to get the shit to fit, but we got it, and then I went home. Had a nice early day. I was off by 3. I think I left at 4 though, but I was off by 3 on Friday. Went home and scurried home. Got the kids ready to go. Dropped them off at mom's. They were excited. They got to go hang out over there, and yeah, had a good time. I failed and I ate Chick-fil-A. I decided I was gonna eat Chick-fil-A, but I only ate one sandwich, so I guess there is a lot of bread on there, but I ate one sandwich and then a bowl of soup, and the soup was fucking delicious. Um, yeah, oops a daisy, whatever. And then the next day we wake up, it's Saturday morning, me and my wife, we purged the kids' rooms. The kids' rooms got completely renovated. It looks like they got renovated, but really we just took a shitload of fucking toys that they don't ever play with, and a bunch of like McDonald's toys, like all just junk toys. Took all that shit downstairs, and now I have a big like the downstairs was already a big mess. Now it's even worse. But I went down there yesterday, and I was like, this wouldn't take that long to clean up, but I'm not going to spend my time doing that. Is what I told myself. So got the kids' rooms cleaned up, went over, picked up the kids. We went to Pizza Street. That's the big fail on my part. That's like the other one was cheating, but it wasn't that bad. I cheated hardcore at Pizza Street. I went fucking ham on that shit. But one cheat day, not a big deal. And and we went back home, and I got the kids set up to play with their toys. Uh, got them set up so my son would play with all those action figures. Like we even took some action figures that were like, because for me, I was like, these are too big. Like if he's gonna play action figures, he can't have a 30-foot tall Spider-Man and then a like regular, in scale like a 6-foot man. It just doesn't make sense. So I scaled out all of his action figures, left all of the ones that he's actually gonna play with there, and and then my daughter, like little people and a couple of babies. That's all she plays with. That's all she needs upstairs. So we got that done, and then I sat down and I played my video game. Brothers, I don't know if I'm gonna play that game anymore. I don't want to make this whole podcast about video games, but I was very upset at my game. Okay, what was it? So I got my loan paid off. So in the video game, I took out $100,000 worth of a loan, I think, and I was just working to pay it off, and I got it all paid off, and I was working on making more money. And then I decided, well, no, yeah, I just made a shitload of money. And then I turned the game off, and everything was fine Saturday night. Sunday morning, I get up, and I'm like, I don't think it was the morning, but Sunday at some point in time, I turned on my computer. I started to play my game. And I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I took out a $300,000 loan. I said, if I can get because all the big money payouts, the trucks are not strong enough to haul to make a lot of money. But if I take out a 300, paying off that $100,000 really didn't take that long. Didn't take too long. But if I take out $300,000, get this truck, outfit it, upgrade it all the way. Didn't realize it was going to take the entire $300,000. But then I was like, all right, well, now at least I have a truck that I can use, and I can start making the money, making the real money. No, because all the real money, you just get stuck. You get your truck and trailer, you get the logs, you pick up a load of logs, you deliver the load of logs, you take them to the fucking place, you get the fucking the wooden planks. Once they turn into logs, you get the wooden planks, and then you get stuck delivering the wooden planks. I got stuck twice. I had like 3 stops I had to make with the wooden planks, and one of them wasn't that far away. It was the first fucking stop, and it's a construction site, and it's like, how are you even supposed to get a trailer in there? I talk about how I'm such a good truck driver in real life. In real life, I would have said, nope, not doing that. But in the game, you could be a little frisky, and I got the truck wedged, stuck completely. So I just respawned the truck, and I just abandoned that load. I think it's still sitting there. I could still deliver it if I want to, but I just abandoned that load. I was like, fuck this, fuck that load. And then I went up and I got more logs. And then I said, all right, I'm not going to deliver there anymore. That's for sure. And then it was like, you can deliver to the big map, which is the new map that they added recently. I was like, all right, I'll deliver to the big map, but not to the logging facility, because the logging facility down there is a fucking nightmare. I said, oh, well, the logging facility is the only place that's a nightmare. Other than that, it's just hills and flat roads. It's not a big deal. No. So I don't know why they needed wooden planks to the top of this fucking hill, but I could not get them up there. So I got wedged, I got stuck, and I rage quit the game. Rage quit the game because I'm now like $10,000 negative on the game. So like the truck that I have, it's going to run out of fuel. And unless you have money to buy fuel, it will not let you get fuel. So I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to? And I already took out the biggest loan you could possibly take. So there's no more loan that I can take out. I haven't even paid off the interest on the loan yet. So I rage quit the game. I said, fuck this. I'll figure it out later. Fuck it. You can do it with rental trucks. Rental trucks always come with a full load of fuel, but you're not going to get the full amount. So there's a guy on a bike. I thought there was a car coming. It was just a little guy on a bike. So I don't know. That's realistically, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna have any money for any fuel, so I'm just gonna have to rent trucks, do loads to get myself into the positive enough that I can get fuel into my truck again, and then start doing loads with my truck, and then hopefully keep it going. But stop doing. That's what I need to tell myself. Stop doing the fucking bad loads. Okay, do a little investigation before you just click on a load. So I rage quit that, and I turned on BeamNG. No, I turned on my garage is the game. Turn that on. Cannot get the fucking controller to work to do anything. I can't get shit to work on it. I can't figure out how to drive. I'm like, this fucking. And I went through the control. I spent, and I'm saying, it sounds like I just got on the game and turned it off. No, I was on there for probably 2 hours trying to just drive a fucking car. And I turned it off in a rage. I was like, fuck this. I could use keyboard, but I decided I didn't want to. So then I turn on BeamNG, and I get BeamNG, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. I'm gonna play this. This is gonna have a good time. And then I don't know. I downloaded a bad mod somewhere, so now like all the cars just fly in the air, and you can't stop it. So I just turned that fucking game off too. I was like, God damn it, even Beam. So I quit playing those, and I went to play with my son. And I went in his room, and we got him a Fortnite character and some little things and stuff. And we played Fortnite, but with action figures, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We'll end this section on that good note that I had a lot of fun playing with my daughter and my son playing Fortnite with little action figures in his room. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. All right, and we're back. We're loaded with the first load. They were talking like it was going to be one. I'm like, what the hell? So, and the train has stopped right where I need to be. Wonderful. So I can't leave yet. But, yep, there's, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 train engines in a row at the yard, the rail yard, sitting here right next to the main building. And they need all the diesel pumped out of the locomotives and the oil because they're going to go to the scrapyard. So I just made conversation with the guy that's there on site, and I said, "Oh, these are you're just retiring these? They look just like all the other ones. Like they're worn out. Like what's going on with them?" Said, "No, it's actually we're going to retire them now." But they were good running locomotives until the hobos got into it. They got on top of it. They stole all the coolant. Oh, not the coolant, but all the cooling lines. They took every fucking thing off of these things. Every piece of wire on a locomotive. They took all the fucking wire off. What'd I say? 6, 7 of them? He said this is $100 million worth of damage they did. Fucking insane. He's like, yeah, the fucking hobos, they come out here and they're always fucking with shit, and we run them off, and they just keep coming back. And like he's had police come and arrest them, but you know what are you supposed to do with a hobo? You arrest them and then you just let them out. You can't hold them forever. Don't want the taxpayers to be paying forever for it, so just let them out, and they come right back. And I guess one big issue was that there was like a Kansas City crew, like the city crew was out here across the street, and there's like a big homeless encampment over there, and they just were taking they ripped down all of their shit and threw it all away and made them move out. And then the homeless people didn't have really anywhere to go. So there's a big building over here. It's an abandoned grain elevator that's on the property out here, and they just go in there. He said the second floor is where they mainly go. They just hang out on the second floor in there, and that's where they'll take all the wire and stuff. They'll take the wire in there, and then they'll strip it down and take it to the local fucking metal yard. Yeah, so I don't know. They need to talk to the guys at the metal yard and be like, hey, stop accepting metal from the fucking hobos. You know they stole it. You know it's stolen, but they can't prove where it was stolen from or anything like that. And they're not going to talk. So it's just it's just going to cost them $100,000 or what did I say? $100 million worth of damage caused by hobos, and there's nothing they can do about it. But I guess they started stealing shit off of these at the beginning of COVID, and it's just they've been getting picked clean like vultures on prey, just over the last 4 or 5 years, whatever it is. Pretty fucking crazy. Damn hobos. Can't do nothing about them. They're worse than mice. They're just stealing shit from the rail yards. Pretty fucked up. And the crazy thing is these are right here, right next to the big building. I'm like, did you get them on camera and stuff? But it's not like it all happened at once. It's not. It's just like a guy went over there and ripped out some wire, got spooked, ran off with a coil of wire over to the grain elevator. But the guy here, I was like, he said, yeah, well, you got to be careful because now these hobos, they're getting real cocky. They got guns, knives, all kinds of shit that they don't give a fuck about anything or anybody. They'll fucking kill you and just run off into the woods. I said, oh, so you guys are carrying now? He's like, no, nope, we're not carrying. Wink, wink. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, but they did supply us with pepper balls, non-lethal pepper balls. So every night before I, close up, I go over to that building and the second floor, like all the windows are busted out and shit. He's like, I just shoot a bunch of pepper balls up into the second floor and just smoke them out, and then I go home. It's a rough time. He's like, yeah, well, I came here from California. And he's like, you know what California's like, don't you? I was like, yeah, it's a pretty fucking shitty place. He's like, yeah. He's like, and this rivals it, dude. He's like, over here, like the amount of homeless issues that are over here are, rival the ones in California. And, it's just like fucking insane, dude. They got way better weather in California, I'll tell you that. It's cold today. It wasn't so bad when I left the shop or left my house. I threw on a hoodie, whatever. Just need a hoodie. I had my coat sitting there. I was like, fuck it, don't need that coat. But we get over here and it's fucking cold. It's not that cold yet. Like this ain't even cold compared to what it could be. This is like after we get through the winter, a day like this, I'll be out in short sleeves walking around. Be nice out. But yep, got loaded up. 4,800 gallons of diesel fuel. Got my placards, got my paperwork all filled out. Just sitting here waiting for this train to get out of the fucking way, and then it's a 15-minute drive to where I need to be. I'm out of coffee. Drank all the coffee. So I think the other day there was something I was really trying to think about what it was, and I could not remember what it was. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I already went over this or not, but I'm going to go over it again because my wife brought it up again. That the football, the foosball, the devil, the football devil. Uh, like her mom was like really against. She was like, "Oh, you can't come over if you have the kids." And I'm just like, that is the worst fucking grandma ever right there. Oh, you have the kids? Yeah, don't come over. Like, what the fuck? We're watching football, so and they're too loud. Shut the fuck up. You fucking asshole. That's just the biggest asshole thing you can do is like, "Oh, yeah, we don't want the loud kids over here, so And it's like our kids aren't that loud. They're not that bad. They're good kids. They just want to hang out with you, Grandma. You fucking bitch. I fucking hate her. Anyways, I had mentioned I had well, my wife was like, yeah, she doesn't want them over. I'm like, oh yeah, the kids can't go to Grandma's house, huh? No, I'm not talking about my mom. I'm talking about her mom. And she was talking the other day. She was like, oh yeah, we're gonna go over there for Thanksgiving or whatever. Uh, Something about football. I don't know. She's like, we should just do it at our house because apparently she doesn't want the kids to come over. I was like, damn, hell yeah! Like that's we were not on this. I didn't think we were on the same page with this, but I'm like, fuck yeah, I'd rather do fucking Thanksgiving at our house rather than go see people that are only thankful on holidays. I mean, Jesus Christ, fuck, don't want the kids to come over because they don't want to ruin the football game. Shut the fuck up. And I was getting, I mean, for all the Chiefs fans out there, I was going, I was like, yeah, you want to go over there and fucking, they fucking suck, they fucking suck, dude. Those Chiefs, they can't win the fucking game, like, because they lost that time. And I don't know, it's just like, yeah, I will talk shit on the Kansas City Chiefs just to piss off the people that can't have kids around because they're too loud. Shut the fuck up, Grandma and Grandpa. Jesus Christ. So yeah, we took my kids over to my parents' house the other day, and they're just loving it. Like the kids are running, jumping, hugging, cuddling. Uh, my mom does my daughter's hair, paints her nails. They do dress up parties. They have tea parties. They do all the fun stuff. But at her mom's house, the other grandma's house, they don't do shit like that over there. Which is like, yeah, I don't like you, but I want my kids to like you. You're the grandma. So it's just fucking bullshit. I'm not happy with them being like that. But I think I was going to go on a rant about that the other day, but and then my wife reminded me of it the other day. I go on a rant enough with those fucking people. Like, oh, too busy playing pool, can't go, can't hang out. Oh, we're going to the lake this weekend, can't watch the kids. But the kids like the lake too. Maybe you could like do stuff with the kids. Like the kids like to do stuff too. I know you like to do stuff, and the kids would like to do stuff too. And I don't know, it's just so. It's like, all right, well, if we wanted to go to the lake, guess what? We have to take the kids. They would love it. You guys would have a good time. But I do my best to not say anything rude like that around the kids because I don't want them to. I want them. I don't know. I don't want them to. I don't want to shape their mind into their bad grandparents. So I just don't. I don't say shit about that really at home with the kids around. And I try not to say it a lot to my wife because my wife, I don't know. She loves her mom a lot, and her mom just always, not always, but lets her down quite a bit. So it's like, I don't know, there's mommy issues over there. And so she like will defend her mom, but then she'll start talking shit about her. But if somebody else starts talking shit about her, she's back in defensive mode. And it's like she's just not a great grandparent. Uh, Not at all. Like, I don't know. She's not. She had my wife really young. Not that that's an excuse or anything, but she had her really young, and my wife was mainly raised by her grandparents for a while. And when she wasn't with her grandparents, she was in a shitty situation with the fucking dickheads that her mom would date. And even my wife's real father was a fucking dickhead back in the day. Now he's good. I think he drives for like FedEx or UPS or something. But he's been a good guy. I mean, not we haven't really seen him much, but every time we've ever had an interaction with him, he's always been really cool, and he just doesn't know where to be. He's like, should I be there? Should I not be there? Should we? I text her, but she doesn't text me back, and that's another thing I tell her. I'm like, you need to respond to him. She's like, well, I just don't like know him, which she doesn't, because he left when she was like 5 or something, and I don't know if she still holds regrets for that. I'm not sure, but she's like, I don't really care. Like, I don't, like, yeah, we're cool, but I don't, it's just another person to see, another person to hang out with, which we don't really go hang out with people all that often anyways. So it's like, I don't know. I don't think she has any like horrible feelings towards him. She just doesn't like, he texted her the other day talking about he's going in for heart surgery, and she just never texts him back. I'm like, that's a fucking dick move. She's like, well, he was a dick to me growing up. So I'm like, okay, well, is that how you feel? She's like, not really. I'm like, well, then text him the fuck back. Poor guy's reaching out, trying to tell you that he loves you. He's got other kids and other stepkids, and it's just like a big part of it. Like, she knows them. She doesn't know them, but she knows everybody's name and stuff, and how many people are over there. I don't fucking know shit. I'm just like, yeah, it just sounds like a big old fucking mess. But he wants to be a good grandpa. Like, his Facebook profile picture is like our kids from a very long, long time ago. I'm like, he needs new pictures. But I don't know. She just, and that's her deal. I'm not doing it for her. I just have my own opinions on shit. But like, hey, you do what you want to do. Like, I'll support you with whatever you want to do. But I'm just saying, why don't the things that you do should be positive and not, try to be negative or make him freak out, like think that you don't like, that you're upset with him when you're not upset with him. I don't know. Oh gosh, this train is taking a long time to move. But yeah, so I don't know. Like, I've met the guy a couple of times, but don't really know anything about him. I know he drives. He's a truck driver, so we have that in common, I guess, slightly. But I don't know. This holiday season, like, the family hasn't really gotten too much bigger, but it's just gotten more spread out because people are leaving each other, and it's just like, holy shit! Can everybody just get along and all meet at one place? That would be ideal, and not at our house either. I ain't fucking. I wouldn't mind hosting events and stuff, but my housekeeper, she's the house ain't getting kept very good. like like I said before, like, if I want to enjoy a fucking clean house, uh, it will be sleeping because I'll be tired from cleaning the whole thing. But the basement isn't that bad. I went down there the other day because we threw a bunch of toys down there, like I was talking just a little bit ago. But we threw some stuff down there that I had changed my mind on. So I went down there and I grabbed up a bunch of, not a bunch, but just a few things, brought them back upstairs so the kids can play with it. Because now that there's limited amount of toys, like, now if I do bring up a couple of things, it'll be like, they'll be good for the other stuff. And but the basement ain't that bad. That's what I was getting at. The basement isn't that bad if I just get down there, like, cause we, all the Amazon boxes and all that shit. We like to think that we collapse all the boxes, stack them up, and then we take them out every week, but we don't. So they just get thrown down to the basement and just get set down there. And now there's a pile of like old stuff, like if we ever wrap gifts and stuff, which we're gonna need to start doing. We do it down there a lot of the time because it's big open floor. We got to clean the area first, but there's remnants of last time we gift wrapped down there, and just gift bags, and like whenever we go get the gifts and stuff, there's all kinds of bags and shit everywhere. But I don't know. I was looking at it. I was like, the toys ain't that bad. Then there's a bunch of clothes and shit that there's some that we need to get rid of because the kids have outgrown the stuff. And then I need to work on the laundry room, get the tankless water heater in, which my wife brought up to me the other day. Somebody had made a post asking about our exact county or city requirements or whatever. They said, "Oh yeah, you have to have an expansion tank." I'm like, hold up, I gotta have my tankless water heater needs a fucking tank. The fuck? But I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna put in the tankless water heater and hopefully it fucking works. That T-Force guy was like, I ain't waiting on you. And he fucking go. The train has just left the building. We're rolling. Now we'll be there by 10:30. I think I only took like 15 minutes or so. All right. Move it along, people. Moving along, getting across these tracks. I'm a has load, so I got to stop at all of them. Got 5 tracks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the trailer is now off of. Yeah. All right, sweet. We're rolling, guys. We got a couple more railroad tracks to go over here. Fucking bullshit, man. I guess I should have been looking at the map to see exactly where I'm supposed to go before I go there, because I'm pretty sure taking Shoto to Front Street is a better way to go than to take the little side street and then possibly have to wait on a train again. You can get stuck in these rail yards really easily. Like really fucking easy. We've done that before. We went out on a emergency response, and I was supposed to go home, but I had offered my services up because they needed one more guy, and they had a guy coming in, but I said, "Oh, I'll just do it. Yeah, I'll do it. It'll be all right." They're like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." Like, what? It's just a little spill over at the rail yard. I said, "Yeah." I said, "All right, let's go." And so I hopped in the truck and we got going. We had to go way the fuck back into this fucking place, and they had I don't know. There was an oil spill, but it wasn't even really an oil spill. It was just like oil got exploded, not exploded, but just like sprayed all over inside of the engine bay of one of these locomotives. And we had to go in there with rags and wipe the walls down. And I had brought a vac truck, and we sucked up, I don't know, like a gallon, maybe, like nothing much. It was just oil everywhere and a couple of drips on the ground. So we had a couple bags we had to shovel up. And it was just like a bullshit little job. But we had to wait forever to get into the place because you have to cross the tracks here, drive down, go across these tracks, do a U-turn, drive over these tracks, and then you're finally where you need to be. And then when you leave, like all the trains have moved into different spots, so then you're like, fuck. So then the track that you cross to get over here, you can't cross. So you got to go all the way down to this other one, and then there's a train coming. And they're all unprotected fucking crossings, and it's the middle of the night. Luckily, they all have lights on them and shit, but they don't honk really in the yard. They just move around. Some of them are remote controlled. And it was just a fucking madhouse. We got stuck out there for like an hour or two after the job, just waiting for the trains to get out of the fucking way. Yeah, no, it's not fun. But this job today is actually going to be pretty nice. Pretty nice. A lot of just sitting around, just letting the truck do all the work, suck it up, dump it out. Not bad. I don't know. I really would love to. I'm just going to dream about leaving the company and starting my own business. But trying to get, I don't know, if me and my buddy were both like ready to make the move, like, but that's too much of a risk. Because then you start a new business, but then you don't get work or you're not making money, and then it's like you are just stuck. But I don't know. I don't like to, because if I had all the free time in the world, I could make money other ways. I could work. I could stand on the corner of the street and whore myself out. I don't know how many. I wouldn't do the gay stuff though. So, and I think gay or men prostitutes are mainly gays. I don't think there's that many women running around looking for a medium-sized cock that lasts 2 minutes. I don't think that would work out. But I don't think my wife would be cool with that either. Yeah, probably won't do that. That sounds like a horrible business plan, is to be a whore. But driving, delivering, picking up, moving, building, wiring, mechanicking, transporting, like that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, guys. We can do all kinds of stuff like that, and more on the side of building and stuff. But if I was able to get a truck and a trailer that were going to be reliable enough to haul heavy equipment or boxes or whatever, just regular hot shot loads, if I had the equipment available to do that, I would do hot shot loads. If we're going slow or whatever, do a hot shot load. They pop up and they go away. They pop up, they go away. Then it's all the time. Just depends if you're in the right place at the right time. I guess, kind of. Or if you accept it, find a broker. But then the broker, they need to make money too, and they don't want somebody that's going to be part-time hot-shotting. So I don't know if that, but maybe. Oh shit! I'm supposed to stop at this one. I'm not. I'm just driving over it. I know hey, that rail doesn't work. It does not work. I know. So if I had a cop behind me or something, I would stop at that one, but I'm not going to stop at that one. Now this is where it gets kind of fucking shitty. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. It wants me to go this way. This way looks way better. Only added a minute to my route. I don't want to go in the city and shit. Now I just got to keep an eye on my fucking GPS because fuck Google, you fucking dumb fucks over there. Or not, you're not dumb. You know what you're doing. But can you please make it to where when I select a different route and then I look away and I know where I'm going and then I look down and it changes my fucking route? This way's faster, actually. Like, I don't want to go the faster way. I'm in a fucking semi, you dumb fuck. Anyways. And yeah, it would be nice if, there's uh, car, bus, train, bicycling, and walking modes. They add a truck mode. Do you know? There's a lot of fucking truckers that would like to use Google Maps and know if they're going to be able to fit where they're going. Please. And it's all user data. Like, I'm a trucker, so I'll drive, and then it'll say Google took me this way, and there was a bridge that was this high, and I could not fit underneath it. Or you just like, oh yeah, there's a bridge here, and it's this high, and you can just mark it. So then whenever people, in Google, you could set your requirements or whatever, like weight, for bridges and shit. Of course, there's a couple bridges that sometimes you just go across just because it's the way to go, and you should have built the bridge a little better, but it's built good enough that I'll go over it. But according to the little sign there, it says I should. I've been over some bridges for the Amish community. Those are fucking. You're like, I should be in a horse and a buggy. I should not be in a fucking semi to go over this fucking bridge. But they've always held up. At least the ones I've been on. Over here, I've not been to this disposal facility before. So this one should be exciting. Super duper exciting. Go in here and hopefully it's just a hookup and gravity feed. I mean, I would. Gravity feed would take longer, and that's what I'd rather do. I'd rather just gravity feed off, but if it ends up being pump off, then it'll just go a lot faster. I'm not looking for speed here. I'm looking for hours. Looking to get as many hours as I can today. My last 2 weeks, last week, I got 50 and a half hours, which is going to translate to 51 hours. Just that's how they do it. And then they always give, because everybody narrows it down to a half hour, but then whenever they give out paychecks, they don't pay you for a half hour's worth of work. They pay you for an hour's worth of work because it's easier on them. They just give you another half hour on your entire schedule for the whole week. Always ends on an even hour. But I got 50 and a half hours last week, and then the week before that I got, I think, like 48 and a half. So 40 or 47 and a half actually. 47 and a half. So 48 plus 51. And so I mean I did pretty good, but not good enough for our shit. We just went through I had to redo my health insurance, which my health insurance is going to cost more now, and redid my tax withholdings to withhold more so we don't owe at the end of the year. Tax withholdings is fucking bullshit. So, got that shit fixed, but now that means my paycheck is going to be even less than what it normally would be. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. My wife cannot get a job because my daughter only goes to school for like 4 hours every day, and my son goes for a full day, but that's not, what is she supposed to do? And my daughter only goes 4 days a week. So, how is that? There's not many jobs that are going to fit her schedule. And we're not paying for daycare, because then that, whatever job she gets, all the money would be gone. And she doesn't want to work. And I don't really want her to work either. But I don't want to work all the fucking time, you know? Would be nice if I could, I don't know, have something that I want to do. If my job every day was just driving, I'll drive for 12 hours every fucking day. Well, 11. That's the legal limit. I'll drive for 11 hours every fucking day. It's all this other little bullshit that I don't really like to do. Oh, I got a tow truck towing a dump truck, blocking the lane. I'm going to have to double foot it. Go straight down to Beardsley. I know Beardsley. Been on that road before. Come on, dude. What are you doing? Oh, man. But yeah, man, if I could have my own job, it's like, I don't know. Would I get lazy? No, because it'd be my legacy that I'm working on here. It'd be my shit. These motherfuckers are parked in the worst spot you could park. I guess that is like a parking area. I guess. Alright, it worked out. It worked out. If I-7, well, I-70 is open, so why am I not going that way? No idea, but it looks like there's a train stopped on the tracks that I might need to cross. It's not stopped, it's moving. That's good. Nope, I gotta go across the tracks. And the train is now stopped. Oh, I'm on a bridge, yo. That train ain't gonna bother me. Darn it. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, those video games, man, they really fucking. I was getting angry, and my daughter was sitting next to me, and I was like, "Why would they make this game where you can't play the game?" Like I was, an angry voice, but I was trying to be kind of playful with her. And she was like, "Don't talk to me like that." I was like, "I'm not talking to you like that. I'm talking about the game. I love you. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm not mad at you at all." She's like, "Don't talk to me like that." I'm like, "I'm sorry, baby. I love you." All right. guys. It's not a fun trip. I don't like being down here in the city where people are all parked on the side of the roads. You gotta take short corners. That is technically a railroad track, so I gotta stop at it. Even though it's literally only 20 feet wide. There's no train gonna be on that, ever. Alright, well, I'm getting to my place, so I think I'm just gonna end this one, and I'll post it up. Keep all 18 down, adios. Well, I wasn't quite done recording yet. Man, oh man. Open the fucking map. There we go. Avoiding road closure. Cool. I guess he was waiting on me. Oh. Sorry guys. Interesting things just keep happening. So, I get there to offload. I call the number on the gate. Oh, cool, you're here. Thank you. We'll be right out. I'm like, oh, wonderful. So they get the gate opened up for me. I pull in there. Everything looks like it's going great. And then a guy comes up. He's like, "What do you got?" I said, "I got 4,800 gallons of diesel, red dye diesel." He says, "Where the fuck are we gonna put that?" I was like, "I got another tanker load of it coming, too." So he's like, "No, no, no." And then they fucking switched everything up, and I ended up going across the street to a totally different I don't know how they can just do that, but they're like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna go across the street and you're gonna dump it off at the fleet fuel place." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I look over there and I don't see any fucking tanks, but I'm like, "All right, whatever." And so I pull in there, and they're like, a guy pulls up. He's got a little filter pod with him on a forklift. He's like, "Hey." I'm like, "Hey." He's like, yeah, we're gonna need to, you just dropping the trailer?" I said, "No." I said, "Oh." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I thought you were gonna just drop the trailer and we were gonna be able to do it whenever we wanted." I'm like, "No, I got another load I gotta go get." He's like, "For today?" I was like, I thought so. Is it not cool?" He's like, "No, it's fine. It's just gonna take a couple hours to get offloaded." Couple hours? It's like, "Yeah, because I got to run it through this filter pod." I'm like, motherfuck. And now I'm stuck at this goddamn intersection. Move your ass, you slow, fat, fucking bearded man. Is that me? It looked like it could have been me. Driving a Ford fucking Escort. Oh, but now I'm out on the road now, guys. I'm rolling. Things are looking good, I think. Probably not. I gotta go. It's 2 o'clock. So it's 2 o'clock. I gotta go get another load, and then park it at the shop. And then because those guys, they don't want to accept another load until 1 o'clock tomorrow. Because these fucking guys, I mean, they're doing what anybody would do, right? They want to sell it. They want to sell this diesel because it's good diesel. There's nothing wrong with the diesel. They want to sell it. So they had me load it into one of their trucks with the filter pod, like filtered it out and pumped it off into the fucking truck. And then they're gonna have a guy come in the morning, drive that truck full of filtered red dye diesel, run it over to, I don't know, I think he said Nevada or something, and sell it because they're gonna just repurpose it, which is like, I mean, what else are you supposed to do with it? Or you're supposed to turn it into water and send it and like just lose out on it? But somebody decided they're gonna filter it out, and well, we were part of the filtering process, which is I think that's not right. That ain't right at all. But whatever. It's just a fucking. I thought today was gonna go really e- easy. Well, and it would have been way better. But the guy, I had to stand out because they were putting it into. There was a 1,500 gallon tank, a 1,000 gallon tank, and then three 500 gallon tanks, or something like that. Some configuration like that. And so I had to stand outside with the guy the whole time. It's cold and windy. I had to stand outside with him because I had to shut the pump off every time we got one filled up, and it was not pumping it very fast at all. So I just sat out there and turned the pump off, turned the pump on the whole time. Cause I don't even know what time I got there, but I got there. I got there kind of early, kind of early. But whatever. What's done is done, and tomorrow is another day. Come on, you're going downhill. You can't go faster than that downhill. Jesus. Um. So, yep, just gonna go get me another load here, and take it to the shop. So the rest of the day today is gonna be pretty simple. But I don't know. I just felt like that was another thing I wanted to say on the podcast. Just wanted to say, shit fucked up for me. What else is new? That's my first time going on that new bridge. That was nice. But my buddy is still out there at the job site, so I'm not going to be by myself. I'm going to have somebody with me that I could talk to. But I thought I was going to be able to, like, he's like, oh, it's going to take a couple hours to offload. And I was like, oh, fuck yes. I'm going to sit in the cab of the truck. I'm going to eat my lunch. I'm going to fucking play on my phone and just sit there and just do nothing the entire time. And then he's going to say, hey, we're done. And then we're done. And then I pack up and I go. No, not for me. Not today, not for me. Stand outside in the cold. I did pull out my food, and I ate that while I was standing there in between tanks. But it wasn't the same as sitting in the cab for a 2.5 hour long lunch break. Oh well, earning my hours here, okay, people. And I thought about listening to a podcast too, but I said, I don't want, if the guy starts yelling at me, I don't want to. Would you get the fuck out of the way, you Jeep fucking fuckhead? You got your goddamn ducks in a fucking row, you stupid son of a bitch. Get the fuck out of here, Jeep fag. Jesus Christ. Just kidding. I didn't see any ducks, but you're driving a Jeep, so one can only assume you've got ducks. Yeah, I'm coming over. This is a different Jeep. It's like a fucking soccer mom Jeep in my way. They're like, yep, this is my lane. Nobody else can have it. Like, bitch, move. Now I'm behind a police officer. Anyways, that's all I had to say. I just had a couple more things to say. and we're done now. Okay? Keep all 18 down. Adios.